Okay, we should be back in business now, hopefully. Let's see. Like I said, I've not streamed in a long time. There might be a couple of issues along the way, guys, but we're just going to deal with it. This first game. Let's see how it goes. Not stress about it. We are about to kick off. I'll set this timer up with mine. You guys might be a bit ahead of me because there might be a little bit of a stream delay to stop it buffering and stuff. So all you'd have to do is just like pause your stream or whatever you're using, your TV, for a couple of seconds, and then you can link it up to my timer, which I will edit when the game is kicked off on my end. It should have kicked off by now. Let me just refresh mine because it is 1 minute past now. But it's not on my end. Hopefully it's not on your end just yet. I'm not going to be listening to the commentary. I have got my earpiece in, and that's just for like if it goes to VAR or something, we can hear what's going on, We'll get the team lineups now on my end, so hopefully you guys are kind of synced up there. I'm going to start that poll again because we did just start a new stream. Who will win? USA or Paraguay? Like I said, I am voting for the US of A. But my affinity is not really anywhere. Why has this game not started yet? Am I super far behind here? I mean, I'm watching via legit methods. Let me check my Sofa score. Doesn't say it's kicked off on Sofa score yet either. They're running a couple of minutes behind. So, bloody Katy Perry. Bloody Katy Perry slowing us down here. We had to get a bloody stage off the football pitch. You say you're going to kick off at 9. Kick off. You say you're going to kick off at 2. Kick off at 2. None of this 2 minutes past stuff. Let's get going. Stadium's nice and full, as expected. Would have been surprising if it wasn't for this one. Did see a few empty seats in the South Africa... No, not the South Africa-Mexico game, sorry. The South Korea... completely forgot who they played now. Czechia. South Korea, Czechia. And here we go. We are underway. And it's a nice long kick forward. Out for a throw-in to get us started. So there's some new rules there, isn't there? So like the throw-ins have to be taken within a period of 5 seconds, I believe. I don't think they're going to enforce that rule straight away. The referee is urging him on quite early. But it's more of a time-wasting thing. So I think that will only come into effect really in like the second half of games or if a team is already winning. So nice little play by the US there. The only problem with me not listening to the commentary is I'm not like super familiar with either teams. So I might not always know who is on the ball in this game, If it was an England match, a Spain match, a Portugal match, a France match, I'm covered. If I see like Adams or Robinson or Weston McKennie on the ball, Pulisic, obviously I'm going to know who they are. But you might have to bear with me on the Paraguay side for a little bit there. Paraguay with ball over the top. Oh, I need to do my timer, don't I? Sorry about that. Just watch this attack unfold. Oh, nice whips ball in, well away from the defender. Right, I am on. Let's put it to 1 minute 30, and then we'll wait a second, and then we'll get that ticking over. Here we go. 30, 31, 32. Okay, should be all synced up now there. Okay, let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the World Cup. It's good to have the World Cup back, man. I mean, it's great that it's only every 4 years because that's what makes it special. But the Euros don't quite hit the same as the World Cup. Paraguay trying to spread one out to the left, but that was never going anywhere but into the hands of Fries. Interesting, Fries is number 24, not number 1. I don't know. It must be personal preference, I'm guessing. Because he's clearly the number 1 keeper, but he's not rocking the number 1 shirt. Nice play by USA. They've through. They got a chance. Wasn't able to get a clean connection on it, but it is a promising start. I think it was Balogun. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. I think he plays for Monaco, right? Balogun. Yeah, defender's done well. Number 15, that would be Gomez. We'll try and learn the names as we go throughout this game. I've got the lineups up next to me here so we can, glance over. Balogun linking up nicely again. It's going to be an offside on Dest. Very stop-start at the moment. I mean, from this game, I'm guessing we're kind of expecting USA to control most of the ball, be the more dominant team, and Paraguay try and catch them out. That's kind of what we've seen already in the first 3 minutes. Paraguay kind of looking for the long ball every time they get it. Get a throw. Long throw. It's just gone nowhere, though. That's the problem. I get the game plan, but you are giving up possession of the ball way too easily here, so early on. Because in the World Cup, obviously, it's the home advantage is a thing. It definitely does help, but until you get comfortable in a game, it can also be added pressure, right? There's just more expectation when you're playing at home, especially in the World Cup, especially in America. There probably a lot of Americans who are too familiar with the sport and will just think America are going to be really good. So they kind of have to live up to that. So there's a bit of pressure there. So if I was Paraguay, I would have tried to put it on him a little bit at the start, see if there was any nerves there, see what you're playing with. But USA look pretty composed right now, just playing out from the back into the middle. You can see Weston McKennie hugging the right wing now. He's not staying in the middle. He's asking for the ball, but no one wants to give it to him. They're just playing around the back. And here we go. Weston McKennie on the ball now. Tries to flick it on to Dest on the overlap, but just runs out of play. Obviously, the big talking point with the American team from like the English fans would be your manager, Poch. Mauricio Pochettino. What a guy. What a manager. Paraguay literally can't get anything going here. USA just faster to everything. Good tackle, though, by the Paraguay centre mid. They're trying to play a little bit now. Ball whips in from Paraguay, but cleared away by Richards. If we've got people in the chat, don't be afraid to drop a comment, ask some questions, let me know who you think's going to win the World Cup, Get involved. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Here we go. USA on the attack again. Looking to get it out wide to Pulisic this time. Beats his man, beats 2 men, beats 3 men, plays it back inside, and it's a goal. I think it's an own goal. Was that an own goal? It is an own goal. USA off to a flying start. And honestly, people always laugh at Pulisic a little bit in England because of the whole is the LeBron James of soccer. I mean, that quote killed him in England. But that was bloody brilliant. That was bloody brilliant, and that's going to be 1-0 to USA. Let's put him on the scoreboard. I realise I've got the colours kind of the wrong way around here. I wasn't sure who was going to play in what colour. What a goal that was. 1-0. I mean, ball's come through to the middle. I think it was Weston McKennie, yeah. Kind of beats his man. Plays a great ball into the feet of Pulisic. Pulisic has two men closing him down, and he just goes one way, then flicks it back through the middle to the others. And then he kind of does the same move again, but with a pass instead of a dribble. Finds it McKennie again, who tries to play the ball across the 6-yard box, but the Paraguay defender does his job for him. Just sticks it in the goal for him. Pulisic is buzzing. Quite like the USA kit, you know. It's not bad. I mean, the England one's a little... I like the red one, but it's a bit boring, in it, really. If we're being honest. All they ever do, really, is change the colours. Goal for the USA. Bobadilla with the own goal. Unlucky buddy. Where does Bobadilla play? Bobadilla's the centre mid. He's now got a 5.0 rating on FootMob. Not the start to a World Cup he would have wanted, or Paraguay would have wanted. And that kind of changes the game plan now. You imagine Paraguay's game plan coming into this. Let's just sit back, make life difficult for USA. Try and hit them on the counter-attack, but I mean, I guess they still kind of have to go with that for a little bit. Because the way America are playing right now, they could be looking at getting 2 or 3 in this game. Ream's going to fizz that ball out to Robinson, I think it was. Pulisic is causing chaos on this left wing. Honestly, the start of the game, a lot of the play was going down the right wing through Dest, and McKennie was pulling out there. But as this game's going on, we're seeing the left side be quite a bit more effective with Robinsons and Pulisic. And it's a bad tackle, actually. It's going to be a yellow card. First yellow of the game. So what can they do here? America. Who's going to be in charge of taking this? It's going to be Robinson with that left foot. Maybe. No. Yeah, it is. Oh, doesn't whip it in. Plays it not even to the edge of the box. I'm not a fan of this. Whatever they just tried to do, I'm not a fan of it. Unless they go score now. Great ball into the box. Good defending by Paraguay. It's going to fall, though. Doesn't volley it. Is that Pulisic again? Pulisic causing absolute chaos here for the Paraguay defenders. Robinson and Pulisic and McKennie running this game right now. Absolutely running it. Okay, they're going to have a go down the right-hand side this time, maybe. Gets out to Dest. Dest looks for McKennie. Plays one in, tries to get to the back post to find Pulisic, but he wasn't there. Not quite there. But again, Paraguay just cannot get a hold of this football. They just can't get hold of it. It kind of looks like a bit of, oh my days. The USA are actually balling out here. They're absolutely balling out. It's like a training match. It's like attack v defense training this right now. Can I see the stats right now? I'm not sure how up to date these would be. Oh, America on the attack again. Cleared. I mean, every time Paraguay cleared a ball, they literally just boot it back to the defenders or boot it out of play. What's our possession looking like? I mean, this has the possession at 60% for America. I feel like it's higher than that, honestly. I feel like it's higher than that, but what do I know? What do I know? It's probably not the start we wanted as neutrals. If there's any America fans in it, it's the perfect start for you guys, but I don't see this as being anything but a 3-0 game now. Paraguay give away another foul. Adams looks like he's actually hurt here. Oh, it wasn't Adams, sorry, Tillman. Nah, there's no. He's fine. Oh no, he caught his foot, stood on his toes. It'll be a bit of a sore one, but nothing serious. He's back on his feet. The bookies will have just made a fortune, the bookmakers, on the first goal, because loads of people would have had Pulisic first goal, Balogun, Dest, McKenna. No one's betting on an own goal for the first goal scorer, are they? The bookies are always happy to see it being on goal. Pulisic, whoever this right back is, I'll find out his name in a second. Pulisic is giving him the worst day of his life right now. It's going to be Caceres. He's already on a yellow card. And honestly, the way Pulisic is running at him every time he gets on the football, that yellow card's going to end up turning into a red card soon. You can just see it coming. We already had 3 red cards in one of the games. I think there might be another one coming for that right back here. He's getting absolutely killed by Pulisic every time he's on the ball. They might need to make a change here in the first 15 minutes of the game. Richards and Ream just playing around with it at the back. Looks to get it out to Robinson again. McKennie's an interesting one because he kind of just goes wherever he wants, doesn't he? Kind of just goes wherever he feels like going. Okay, Paraguay now looking to make an attack on the edge of the box. Shoot, does shoot, just trickles out wide. Keeper doesn't even move, doesn't feel like he needs to move. I think that was Enciso there. Yeah, it was number 19, Enciso. Just dragged it. No power either. Even if it was on target, it was never going in. But, or was that a corner? No. Good sign for Paraguay though. Try and get a bit more into this game. And they are seeing a bit more possession now. See, this is what they just needed to do at the start. I don't know what the panic was about, just booting the ball forward. Obviously, they've got nervous energy as well, but come on. Almiron, I think it's the first time I've seen Almiron on the ball. Tries to play something down the line, but it wasn't the one. I mean, they've said 5 seconds for these throw-ins, but there's no way teams can take throw-ins within 5 seconds. You're already seeing every throw-in. It's more realistically going to be 20 seconds. But the referee's kind of warning the Paraguay player, you need to throw it. But at the same time, they're losing. America don't care, do they? Almiron goes down with a big groan. I don't think there was much in it, though. Desta's just bodied him. Dest just left one on him. So originally, FootMob was showing USA playing a back 3, but it definitely is a back 4 that they're playing. We can see that. I mean, or is it? I don't know. I think so. It's kind of hard to tell. Robinson's definitely pushing forward a lot. So is Dest. And that Freeman looks like he's playing right back as opposed to a third centre-back, but I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. The through. Dest, poor touch, takes him too far wide, gets it across the 6-yard box, but it is ambled out for a corner. Dest's first touch there was a little bit poor. It had to be better. Let's have a look at this again. You got Robinson plays it inside. A nice little turn on that. Comes into Balogun, who plays it out to Dest. Dest, his first touch has proper let him down there. Still almost does pretty well. Balogun actually gets kind of pulled back in the penalty area by the Paraguay defender, but I don't think the ball was ever going to him, so... Got a corner here for the USA. I'd like to see him just whip it in this time. Not sure what that free kick was that they did before. Just get it in there. And they do. Goes to the back post. Not fully cleared away. Back to Robinson, who dinks it back in. Oh, who was that? I think that was Richards. The big centre-back gets up very well. But there's a collision of heads here. Probably going to be a little bit of a stop in play. Concussion checks. The number 3s clattered into each other there. There's a great little ball back in from Robinson. Corners cause chaos, man. I mean, I don't see... If you've watched any Premier League football this year and you've seen the way Arsenal have killed teams with the corners, I'm not sure why you do anything but just put the ball in the box. You know what I mean? Just get the ball in there. cause chaos. Yeah, both medics, physios, whatever you want to call them, are on the field now, just doing some checks on the head. Bobadilla's getting a talking to from the coach after his own goal. The own goal wasn't like a shocker, though. It wasn't really his fault. If he didn't get a touch on it, someone probably was. Players using this time to get a bit of water in the body. A hydration break, as they call it. But I don't think this actually is the hydration break. Yep. Maurizio looks like he's on his holidays in that outfit. That Richards got really well for that header as well. But he didn't get any of the football. He just headed the back of the Paraguay defender's head. Probably more of a sore one for the Paraguay player, I imagine, taking one to the back of the head. Okay, we're getting back underway here. I've been impressed with the USA so far, honestly. I wasn't expecting them to be this dominant. I thought they'd have a lot of the ball, but they actually look pretty exciting to watch. Paraguay, long ball, cleaned up. And Robinson's just going to get the attack started again. Whoa. That Cáceres is going to get sent off, you know. He's just gone in and tried to smash Pulisic there. If he would have got that a little bit mistimed, he's off the pitch. I think they're arguing about who's throwing it is, but I think Pulisic also saying to the ref, check this, man. What's he doing? He needs to be really careful. It's a big throw from Paraguay, but straight to the US defender again. Balogun drops deep. Just doing some dirty defensive work there. Love to see it from your striker. Paraguay crossing it to absolutely no one. That Cáceres is, honestly, he's a liability at this point. He's just given away another foul, stopping a counter-attack. Unless they've got two Cácereses and I'm tripping, this man is an idiot because he's on a yellow card 20 minutes into a game and he's already committed 2 fouls since then. He's going to get himself sent off. My man's adrenaline's way too high. Way too high. Okay, USA back with it. Moving it around the defense. Going to look to get it out to Dest most likely, which they do. But we're just going back, recycling it. I don't blame America for playing like this now. Slow the game down a bit. Maintain that control, because Paraguay have started seeing a little bit more of the ball. Nothing dramatic, but definitely more than they saw in the first 10 minutes. Richards. Back to Ream. Surely you got to look to get the ball into Robinson as quick as you can, Ream. You don't need to be on the football. Oh, plays one over the top. 17 flicks on to McKenna. And it just bounces around there in the penalty area. Tillman, I need to remember his name. 17. He's one I'm not that familiar with. Tillman. Plays for Bayer Leverkusen. Says he plays attacking midfield, but well, I guess he kind of is, yeah. Him and McKenna. You are lined up very attacking. Look at the press you're looking to put on him here. You got those 5 American players just camping them there on this throw-in, forcing them to kind of go long. Got quite a lot of pace there as well, America. Good team, honestly. Kind of took me by surprise here in the first 20 minutes. Oh, like a foul throw by that Cáceres. I'm just getting on Cáceres' back here in this game. Okay. Robinson's going to throw it back to Ream. Ream and Richards have seen a lot of the ball. They've been put under zero pressure every time they're on the football. They could literally stand there and probably take 20 seconds before they decide where they want to pass the ball, which just isn't good enough from Paraguay. Ream still on the football. Is going to look to play it over the top to Pulisic. Great first touch. Great second touch. He's got 2 men on him. Feeds it to Robinson. Looking to play the ball in, but it's not able to. Tillman gets fouled. Ref says play on. Probably should have been a free kick there, right in the edge of the box. I'm not sure about that one. But USA looking to recycle it again. King of King Sport 4-2-3. Let's go USA. I mean, mate, you're killing it. You're absolutely killing Paraguay here. Pulisic running down the left, looking to take men on. You know what? I'll give it to Pulisic. That man, every time he gets the ball, he wants to beat. He wants to beat people, and I love that. I love that in a footballer. Oh, USA playing around on the edge of the box. Some good link-up play between that Balogun and Tillman. And then they tried to feed McKennie through, but kind of just comes through to the goalkeeper in the end. But yeah, Pulisic, every time he gets the ball, he's, I wouldn't say single-minded, but his first train of thought is, let me try and beat this man. I'm not sure. Oh, Ream was a bit of a dodgy header there, but USA cleaning it up. That might be because of the game, I guess. And he knows he's got the better of this Cáceres, who's on a yellow card. Maybe that is what he's thinking now. I'm not sure they'll do that in every game, but let's see. Okay, going to be Freeman out to Dest. Back to Freeman. This Ream sees a lot of the football at centre-back. He seems pretty good at playing the ball, though. By looking at him, you wouldn't think he was much of a football player. You'd think he's just a big lump of a man, you know. But he's been playing a few balls over the top, catching the Paraguay backline out. But yeah, him and Richards seem fairly comfortable on the ball. But again, there's just no pressure on him. Ream, you could draw like a 10-meter circle around Ream right now, and he's got the football. And there's not a Paraguay player in that circle. Pulisic up against Cáceres again, just does him so easily. Gets the ball in, overhits it though. Pulisic is going left to him. He's going right on him. He's dropping the shoulder, going the other way. He's getting him both ways, inside out, upside down. Cáceres doesn't know what day it is here. They're going to stop for a hydration break right now. Let's have a quick look at the stats. I did want to improve the stream, but it is the first one, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. Hopefully for the upcoming games, we'll have the... Put my hand the right way. We'll have the stats and stuff here. I'll reduce the camera and try and get some stats and maybe like a live group table of how it's all going. But I wasn't able to get it worked out for today. But we can read out some stats for you here. So we've got ball possession. This is more like it. This is what it seems like now. 74% to the USA, 26% to Paraguay. The interesting one actually is some of the other stats here. Expected goals for USA, 0.04. Paraguay, 0.1. So neither team really expected to have a goal. I find that a little bit surprising because America have put the ball in some dangerous positions. But I guess the goal was an own goal. Total shots, Paraguay have actually had 2 shots. USA only 1. Both 1 on target. Touches in opposition box, USA 12, Paraguay 2. No big chances for either team. Jesus, accurate passes, right? USA have done 136 accurate passes, which is a 90% completion rate. Paraguay, 65% and only 34 accurate passes. I mean, that's what I was saying in the first half. First 10 minutes, sorry. They're just booting the ball long. But yeah, it's a good start for America. I'd be very happy if I was an American or a fan of the American national team. I'd definitely be happy with this start. I hope England start in this same way against Croatia in their first game, but I just don't really see that happening. I think, but also Croatia are a bit more of a threat than Paraguay. I'm not sure where Paraguay are in the world rankings and stuff. Let's have a look. Current men's rankings. Paraguay, 42. 42 in the world. It's not bad, to be fair. Well, I mean, there's only 48 teams in the competition, but I know some of them are quite a lot lower than that. I think New Zealand are 70 odd, aren't they? See if I can get a list up here. Where's America? I think these are the official rankings. USA 15th. Where's England? We're 4th. USA 15th. I mean, Paraguay, yeah, 42, but they're there's a lot of teams below them in the rankings in the World Cup, so it's actually not that bad of a team, to be honest. Looks like we're getting underway again. Always good to see. And then guess what? Paraguay boot the ball long. They love it, don't they? They love the good old boot up the field. Oh, I think Pulisic kind of was through, but I think he's offside. The flag's actually not gone up, though. He's going to play it in to Balogun. Ooh, what a goal. Sorry, I kind of went quiet there because I couldn't think of Adams' name. It's all started with Pulisic again. I thought Pulisic was initially offside, but he's got the ball. He's not... Yeah, the offside flag's gone up now. So late, man. That was such an obvious offside on Pulisic at the start. Even Edu, because you can see here, I hope you guys are watching, the ball gets played into him. Normally, you'd expect him to run onto that and drive, but he kind of didn't. He kind of hesitated and checks back. Plays a great ball into Adams, who takes 3 touches and then plays a nice little through ball. That Balogun could have also been offside. I'm not going to lie in that play. Adams has actually got the best rating so far on the pitch, 7.0. He's doing the dirty work for the USA, breaking up the Paraguay play. Not that they are trying to play that much, but he's doing what he needs to do in there. Honestly, I'd disagree with that. I'd say Pulisic is man of the match so far. And Balogun's actually been doing a lot of good link-up play with the rest of the players. I think he plays for Monaco. I just want to double-check that because it's a good opportunity to start learning about the players because obviously we're going to be watching them again. We might not watch Paraguay again, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, he does play for Monaco. There's a lot of shouting going on here. I'm not actually sure what happened. Freeman's down. I think he's okay, though. I think he's okay. Okay. Paraguay with the ball in the middle. I've still not learned any of their players' names because they don't have hold of the ball long enough for me to bloody learn who they are. We know Cisco. We know Bobadilla because he scored an own goal, and that Caceres at right back because he's a bit chaotic. It's just another useless long ball. I mean, this US defense, I'm not sure on the exact stats, but they look pretty big. Freeman looks pretty tall for a right back, and then Ream is an absolute beast. And Richards, also a beast. Pulisic just kind of looks like he's playing against kids when he's on the ball. Here he comes now again down the left wing, tries to play it across Balogun, and it's a goal. It's 2-0. It's a Pulisic assist. It's a good finish by Balogun. Doesn't try and hit it. He doesn't try and smash it. Very composed. Just basically just passes it into the corner. Keeper has no chance. I don't know what's going on with this Paraguay defense. Pulisic is he's not even doing anything special. He's just getting it and going, and they're not even getting close to him, man. Almiron looks like he's about to cry. This could get bad, this, for Paraguay. You could be looking at, I originally said 2 or 3-0. Now you could be looking at 4 or 5-0, honestly. It's a really good finish by Balogun. Great play by Pulisic. Got a bit of ref cam. Yeah, he's done well. First time finish. No need to take a touch. Just run onto it. Opened up his foot. Used the side of the foot. Place it right in the corner. Beautiful. It wasn't even right in the corner, to be fair, but it didn't need to be, honestly. Keeper's positioning not great either. And there we go. 2-0. 31 minutes on the clock. It's not looking good for Paraguay. USA coming straight back at him again. They've got the ball back already. Going to play that out to Freeman. Even the defenders are beating people now. I mean, this is the exact start America needed to this tournament. You got the home crowd. There's expectation. There's nerves there. You've settled that down. Now you're just playing with confidence. Now you're just excited to play in front of your home crowd. You know what I mean? If we just have a look at the group again as well, Paraguay could be one of the better teams in the group. Turkey, obviously, probably the second best, and then Australia, I'm pretty sure are crap. Sorry, if there's any Australians in here, probably not. But I'm pretty sure they're crap. Turkey's ranked 22 in the world, so Turkey would be the biggest threat to him. Australia 27, so maybe better than Paraguay as well, but I don't think there's much to worry about there. Once you've got 3 points on the board, all you need really now is a draw, and you're probably good to go. Obviously, America want to win the group, but just get through. That's all that matters. There will be some teams who don't win the group and still end up going pretty far. The thing is with the World Cup, sometimes you're better off not winning the group because you can end up playing an easier team. Okay, Pulisic back with the ball on the left. He doesn't even want to play the easy pass at this point. He's luring like 2-3 people in every time he gets the ball, and then he'll move it, and then he'll run past them, and then he'll get the ball back, and he'll cause chaos. Adams. Oh, I never updated the score, did I? Let me do that. How dare me not give America the second. It's 2-0. Okay. On the right with Dest. Into Balogun. Adams. Recycle back to Richards. Probably going to go to Ream next if I was to guess. No, he actually doesn't. He gives it Tillman. Out to Robinson. Nice little 1-2 with Tillman. Bursting down the left. Can't get the crossing. Tries to get to Pulisic. Pulisic doesn't get... Oh! Tillman's going to shoot. No. Shoot! Shoot! Tries to find Balogun. Should have just had a shot. Honestly, I wish I had to screed the game up right now. You could have drew a circle around the Paraguay players there. There was like 8 of them in a 5-meter radius. I don't know what they're doing. I just don't know what they're doing. Just keeping it tight, and then there's that. Bloody hell. It's got to be a free kick. It's got to be a yellow card, but the ref's played on. But maybe he goes back to book him there. Robinson on the ball. Out to Pulisic up against Cáceres. That Cáceres is going to end up losing his head. Pulisic has actually done him dirty again. Whips it in, Balogun header. Wasn't able to direct it towards target, but it kind of went out wide, and USA back on the ball. Freeman comes into Richards. Back out to Dest. Going to look to cross it. Whips it. Good ball. Defenders cleaned it up. America just dominating the ball at this point. I mean, Paraguay's only hope at... Oh my God, that Cáceres just put a huge tackle in at Pulisic. He did get the ball though. What I was going to say. Yeah, Paraguay just got to try and keep it at 2-0 here. Maybe try and nick one on the counter before the half, but don't concede anymore before half-time. Hope your manager gives you the most inspiring speech you've ever heard. And pray for the best. Because from all the evidence we've seen so far, this game isn't going to be turned around. What a start for the host nation, though. I'm not a fan of Pochettino's outfit. I don't know what that man's doing. Two attempts on goals. 2 goals for USA. Oh, nice ball out. McKenna plays it across to Balogun. Comes out to Tillman. Ooh. Was it Tillman? Yeah, 17 Tillman. Not a bad effort. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Corner kick. Last time they had a corner, they actually caused a bit of chaos with it there. It's going to be Tillman to put it in. Richards is up. Finds Richards. Oh, I thought that had gone in. I mean, bloody hell. Paraguay, if you're the worst team, you hope you're at least like more physically commanding than the opposition, but they've not even got that. I mean, America just look bigger, stronger, faster, more technical. They've just got them beat in every area. Richards wins a header, finds Dest. Oh, took one to the side of the head there, Dest. Referee comes to check if he's okay. That'll be a sore one. If he's seen double for a minute or so there. I wonder how much the tickets were for this game. Opening game. First World Cup game in America since, 1994. America just playing around the back line again. Really been impressed with America so far. I know I've said it a couple of times, but really, they're playing a nice blend of holding the ball. Like, they are doing the whole play it around the back line, but they're not. I won't say they're doing it too much, you know. They do it for a little bit, and then they kind of pounce. It's like they almost choose the wing, and then they pounce. Dest loses the ball there as he tries to play it into McKenna. Didn't prove my point very well, but you know what I mean. Got a couple of good combinations. Dest, McKenny on the right, Pulisic, Robinson on the left. It's working pretty well. I feel like in the opening section of the game, McKenny was roaming a lot more than he is now. Seems to be sticking more over to his side right now. I guess fatigue's also coming in now. 5 minutes left to go in the half. There shouldn't be too much added on, I guess. A few minutes because there's been 2 goals. And this hydration break, they didn't stop the clock right. So maybe they had time on for the hydration break. Not sure. But I don't think they stopped the clock because I didn't stop my timer and I'm still in time. So they can't have done. Balogun's down here. It's been hit by Bobadilla. The first goal scorer just for the wrong team. It's pretty nice, the Paraguay kit. Oh, it wasn't actually Bobadilla. It was Cubas. Okay, Dest with the ball on the right wing now. Looking to beat his man. Does beat his man. Gets past him. Drives into the box. Plays it across. Goalkeeper. Smothers it. Paraguay finally trying to... No, they're not. I was going to say, finally trying to play football, then they just booted it forward. Ream and Richards they've not had like loads to do in terms of players running at them, but centre backs quite often don't have players running at them. But they've had a lot to deal with in terms of long balls, and every time they've dealt with it very well. Honestly, they've either brought the ball down and controlled it, or kind of just flicked it back to the keeper. I don't think we've seen the Paraguay attackers beat them in the air or beat them off those long balls for pace. They seem to have it pretty well under control. Pulisic on the left up against Cáceres. Could this be the time he gets sent off? Puts it through his legs, runs around him, doesn't quite get around him, and Pulisic actually fouls Cáceres. I hope I'm saying his name right because I've said his name so many times. Yeah. I mean, there's not much in it from Pulisic, but it is a foul. Gives him a shoulder in the back. The American fans are booing Paraguay for time wasting. Should be cheering them. Because as much as I'm saying this game's dead, it's 2-0, Paraguay look crap. You just never know in football. You just never know. If Paraguay were to somehow sneak one, momentum can change very quickly in a game of football. Seen it happen many times. I don't see it happening right now. There's probably like a 1% chance of it happening, but you just never know. So if Paraguay want to waste time, let them. They are playing a little bit now. Number 19, that would be Encisco. Just gets smothered by the American defense, and you're going nowhere. Pulisic on the ball in the middle of the field. Gets a bit lucky with the bounce, but maintains possession. Dest on the right now, looking for his options. Doesn't want to run. Oh, he does run. He beats his man. He's looking for the overlap, maybe. Plays the overlap. McKennie plays it across. And it's going to be 3. Oh, good save by the goalkeeper. I think that was Adams coming in. Ball got played across, kind of got deflected by the defender. Adams runs onto it and hits it. Good save by the keeper there that time. Freeman kind of dribbling to nowhere. Decides to turn back round. All the way back to Ream, who's probably going to play it out to Robinson, which he does. Robinson just going to go back to Richards in the defence. America looking to reset. Another good attack, though. They look like they could score in any of these attacks. Des back to Freeman. Richards to Ream. I mean, you could almost predict the ball path there, but Paraguay don't seem to be predicting it. Adams on the ball all the time in the world. Paraguay have got to do something. They've got to start applying pressure to America on the ball. You can't just sit off them like this. Pulisic up against the number 4 of Paraguay again. Tries to go inside, goes outside. Moves it onto Robinson. Oh, should have been a 1-2 there. Robinson wanted the 1-2. The ball just never came back to him from Tillman. Paraguay do win it. America, what a foul, but they're not going to get it. And Richards commits a foul. Don't mind that as a foul from the centre-back, though. Paraguay looking like they could have launched a counter. Is that Leonardo DiCaprio? No, it's not. Who is it? Can't tell if it's Matt Damon or Leonardo DiCaprio there. I know that's a mad thing to say, but he's got a cap on. I think it was Leonardo. Ream slipped and as the ball was in the air to him, but he still managed to deal with it. See, a little moment like that can change a game. All it takes. One slip is all it takes. The game could have changed. Five minutes added on. 5 minutes. So that will be for the hydration break. A couple of goals. Mainly the hydration break, I'm guessing. I didn't actually clock how long they stopped for during that. But 5 minutes sounds about right. Robinson on the ball. Into Adams. Pace of play slowed down a lot now. So I've sat back. Both teams kind of seem content to get through to halftime. Well, Paraguay won't be content, but relieved to get through to halftime. Robinson tried to play ball in, cleaned up by the goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper's not number 1 either. What's going on with your international numbers there? Give your goalkeepers number 1. Come on, traditions. Paraguay with the ball at the back. The difference between when Paraguay have the ball at the back to when America have the ball at the back is it's clear to see. I mean, America just pressing them immediately, even in the 45th minute of this game. Even with the break on the horizon, even at 2-0 up. America look fired up, man. I mean, I predicted them to get to the quarterfinals, and I think that could come true after seeing what I've seen today. Do they go much further? Probably not. It's too early to say, because Paraguay have been bloody awful, let's be honest. I know Almiron's scamming a 7.0 rating right now for Paraguay on football. Everyone else is in the 5s. He's somehow on 7. I don't know how he's done that. He's not done anything. Ball whips in from Paraguay after the free kick. Freeze hasn't had much to do, but give him credit where credit's due. That rhymed, didn't it? Not had much to do. Give him credit where credit's due. He's maintained concentration. Gone up well to win that ball. Long switch of play attempted by America. The Paraguay defenders are now chesting it. They're getting confident now in this game. You can almost kind of tell no one on this Paraguay team wants the football right now. It's like hot potato. They get it and they try and get rid of it as quick as they can. And it normally results in them passing it straight back to a member of the USA. The ball's played through for Weston McKennie. Is he going to look to shoot? Cuts back in on his left foot. The defender does well to take it off him in the end. McKennie hesitated way too long there. I think this is Tillman. Gets hustled out for a throw in there, an American throw in. Feel like I've learned all the names by now, which will stand us in good stead for the next America game. I'm not sure when the next game is for America. Guess we can have a look at halftime, can't we? So I need to look now. I will need to pop to the toilet at halftime as well. Freeman tries to play the ball to Dest or McKennie, I'm not sure actually, and it didn't make it through. Dest on the ball, cleaned up by Paraguay again. Paraguay, honestly, useless. I wonder what the stats are now. 72% possession for America still. They have 0.65 expected goals still. Still less than 1, but they got 2 goals on the board. That's all that matters. Expected goals is a load of nonsense, isn't it? Ball play through to Balogun. He's through. Defender makes a sliding tackle. Don't get him. He shoots. 3-0. 3-0. That was the last thing Paraguay needed before the end of this half. What a finish by Balogun. Bloody hell, this guy's a baller. Second goal of the game now, I think, right? Second goal of the game. Ball's played through to him. He's on the right-hand side and he cuts in, gets onto his left foot. I'm not sure what footed he is naturally. I'm going to assume he's left-footed by that finish. Let's have a look at the replay when it shows us again. Make sure I'm not misconstruing any of those details there. The American fans are loving it. I mean, I'm not going to lie. The atmosphere from the American fans is all very jolly. Woo! We scored a goal! I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not what you'd get from a lot of nations. But great ball through. He's definitely onside. Great finish on his left foot. What more is to say? Number 3 tries to deal with him. Actually puts in a pretty good attempt at a sliding tackle. But he's strong. He's big, he's strong. He stays on his feet. Doesn't try to go down and win a penalty, which I also love. I love that for him. And there we go. That is going to be the end of the half. I am going to just jot down a couple of notes here about what we've seen in the first half. Because I'm going to film like a match reaction after the game. Put it up as like a little 10-minute video. Just to summarize what we saw today. And then people who've not watched the live stream can also get my thoughts on the game, you know. I think that'll be a good thing to do. So far, we're talking about the first 10 minutes of the game, how that played out. Balogun, been impressive. Pulisic, been impressive. Adams just dictating things in the middle. Centre-back's calm. Paraguay right-back is a maniac. I think that's it for now, you know. Okay. Leave that there for now. Right, guys, I am going to take a little bit of a toilet break. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Give me a sec. I'm back. Right. We need to reset this timer. Put my earpiece back in. Let's get the timer reset and then we'll talk through our thoughts so far at the half. It will just start for 45 minutes again, the timer. For some reason, it goes up into like the hour and that, so I'm not sure how to change that yet. Like I said, it's the first stream, so we got the basics working. We need to put it up to 3-0 as well. Keep forgetting to do that. But yeah, so far, we are seeing domination from America. We'll have a look at the match stats again properly now. Now we're at the half. 72% possession for America, dominating 0.8. Honestly, I'm going to stop reading expected goals. Don't care. 7 shots from America. That actually was a lot lower. About 30 minutes into the game, 35 minutes. It seems like in the last 15 minutes, when they were 2-0 up, they just went at them even more. 7 shots, 4 on target. 2 shots for Paraguay, 1 on target. 26 touches in the opposition box. 4 big chances for America. 2 big missed chances. The passing percentages are crazy. 89% pass accuracy for America. Only 70 for Paraguay. And the amount is a lot. 293 accurate for USA. Only 91 for Paraguay. 1 booking for Paraguay. 2 corners for America. None for Paraguay. So we're just seeing a bit of the highlights right now. Let's see. Can I find out if this Balogun is left or right footed? Because that finish on his left foot was very, very nice. Oh, Balogun is known for his pace, technique, and being 2-footed. So that is one of his strong points, actually, according to Google. So there we go. I'm happy we're not seeing any sort of halftime show here. We just got replays and the pundits talking. We're not listening to them. I mean, most of the highlights package so far is Pulisic, who I would have had as man in the match so far, but it's hard to deny Balogun now with 2 goals. I think the defense has played well for America as well, even though they've not had much to do. They've also not allowed themselves to have much to do. Everything that's come over the top, they've dealt with cleanly, efficiently, been composed, brought it down when they've been able to, got rid of it when they needed to with a big head, or been comfortable in getting it back to the goalkeeper. I'm actually seeing now that goal that got disallowed, they actually give the offside on Balogun, but I think Pulisic was also offside in the opening phase of that attack. So I think there was 2 offsides in there, to be honest. Let me know who's your man of the match has been so far. I mean, it's a little bit disappointing now that going into the second half, it's kind of a done deal, right? There's no way Paraguay overturn this. It's 3-0. America will be looking to make a statement victory here. I mean, winning 3-0 in a World Cup against anyone is impressive, especially in the opening game, especially with the expectation that is on them. So they'll be happy if they walk away. Well, they would have been happy with 3-0, but maybe they'd be a little bit disappointed if the game was to end 3-0 now. But it could also be interesting for them to see now if they have it in them tactically to see the game out at 3-0, because there might be some games where they need to do that. If they were to make it to the knockout rounds, which I think they will, maybe there'll be a game where they go 1-0 up. Do you have it in you to change your style of play now? But I don't think they're going to do that. I think they'll try and just put it on Paraguay now. Get 5 or 6 is what the players will be thinking. The manager might not have the same train of thought of that. I'm not sure. But yeah, the highlights package we're seeing is all USA. Thinking, is there anything else I want? I also want to talk about the combinations down the wing for USA, because that's what I've been impressed with. Seems like there's good chemistry there on both sides of the field. McKennian. The interesting thing is with the left wing, it's more Robinson and Pulisic. Tillman does get involved there, but it's more Robinson and Pulisic doing the link up. Whereas down the right, it's been more McKennie and Dest. McKennie and Dest actually have the worst rating so far on the American teams. Both of them on a 6.8. I think that's a little bit harsh. I think they've been pretty good down the right as well. It's always good to have two wings where you are strong and you can cause chaos, so they don't know what side you're going to go down. You don't just have to overload one side, you can kind of kill them with both. So I think that's been pretty good for America so far, being able to do that. Game should kick off again in about 5 minutes, I reckon. 5-10 minutes, something like that. Shouldn't be too long. I think this is SoFi Stadium, innit? Is it in LA, this game? Should know this, but I don't. Looks like SoFi Stadium. I remember reacting to it on one of my videos a long time ago. So the screen around it's so cool at the top. I also want to do some sort of tier list at some point for I need to note it down on my phone. A tier list of like the kits. I quite like both kits here. I actually think Paraguay's is a little bit nicer than America's. That's the only thing they're winning so far in this game. I mean, most World Cup kits are pretty nice. I'd actually put America's above England's just because there's actually something going on there, you know what I mean? I wonder who... I've not even had a look at the substitute benches. Is there anyone I recognise on the bench? You got Matt Turner, who I know, the goalkeeper. Giovanni Reina, I kind of heard of. There's not many. Hadji Wright. He plays for Coventry, right? Who've just been promoted. I think he does. Let's have a look. Hadji Wright. On the bench, yeah. Coventry striker. I mean, he's probably sitting on the bench thinking, but Weah's on the bench, actually. Is that a surprise, actually? Timothy Weah on the bench. I'm not sure if that is a surprise or not. I feel like it is a surprise, maybe, that Weah's not started. But he would be playing right back. Freeman's had a pretty solid game. I guess, or maybe he wouldn't be playing instead of Freeman. Maybe playing instead of Dest, usually. Not sure if that's a bit of a shock there. Don't know. I mean, a lot of people will comment on, if I'm giving like a British perspective on the game, on the fans, there's not that oomph with your fans, you know what I mean? It is all very jolly. I think a lot of that comes from ticket prices. I think you get a lot of fairly wealthy people going to these games, even though it is in America. You don't have the fear that other host nations would put into an away team. You know what I mean? Imagine if it was in like Russia or Serbia or France or England or a lot of these countries. You'd be hearing more from the crowd in terms of trying to intimidate the opposition. The American crowd seems quite friendly, which is a good thing, obviously, but also it's not something you always see in football. Sometimes it's good to not be so friendly. It's good that you can drink beers at the stadium now. I've seen quite a few people with beers. I don't know if that's just in the VIP areas, but you can't do that in England because we would just fight if they allowed you to do that. Just having a look at Weah. I'm a bit interested to see. Interestingly enough, right, I'm on FootMob and I'm having a look at the transfer values of the players. Ream is probably the lowest valued player on the pitch. He actually is. His transfer value, according to FootMob, is just 72,000, which I think is quite interesting because everyone else is at least 2 million. Richards, who he's playing next to, is valued a lot higher, but Ream's actually been pretty good, I think. He looks better than a player only worth £72,000. I'm not sure if that's to do with his age or something. He's playing for Charlotte in the MLS. I've heard of him before. He's 38 years old. That'll be why. Old boy. But he's played well. Been impressed with him. He's got a 7.2 rating so far. The goalkeeper's got a 6.6 rating. That's a bit rough on him. He's not had anything to do. Okay, players coming back out onto the field now. We'll be getting the second half underway in just a moment. And Paraguay will be making a substitution here. Number 16 is coming on for number 11. So that'll be... Who's that coming off the field then? Number 16, Bobadilla, the man who scored the own goal, is being brought off for number 11, which will be Mauricio for Paraguay. And America are also going to make a sub, which is actually a good thing to do. You're 3-0 up. This game's kind of done. They're bringing Berhalter on. I'm not sure who he is. He plays for the Vancouver Whitecaps. And he's come on for Pulisic. So Pulisic has been pulled. Obviously protecting him. Pulisic, I mean, he's only 27. I think he has had some injury troubles in the past. So they're just protecting the superstar, I guess you could say, in this game now. Give him a rest. I honestly don't hate it. It's the sensible thing to do. As much as Pulisic will probably be a bit disappointed because he's coming away with no goals, but he does have an assist to his name. It's the smart thing to do from Pochettino. Just protect him. This game's done. We want you there for the next game. You're our main man, our poster boy. Let's keep you fit. Let's keep you healthy. If anything, I'm probably a little bit surprised he's not made an extra change. Maybe bring McKennie off as well. But I guess he doesn't want to destabilise the team too much. What we are seeing here is a lot of the fans haven't returned to the seats yet. Everyone's gone and got the halftime hot dog or burger. I'm guessing there's no pies in America. No halftime pies like you get in England. Probably gone for a beer. Don't blame them. Probably bloody boiling there, is it? There are definitely people buying beers, drinking beers as well, I think, just in the regular section, which I'd love to be able to do. But yeah, game underway again. Ream, looking very composed for a defender rated 70,000. Ball gets played out to the left to Robinson, and it cleared up by the number 4 for Paraguay, Cáceres. So Cáceres is probably very happy to see Pulisic leaving the field. He's now going to have Berhalter, I need to remember his name, running at him instead, who I know nothing about. How old is he? 25 years old, so he's not like a upcoming youngster. Should be a pretty proven player at that point. Throws into the box to Balogun. Balogun just turns and tries to shoot on it on his right foot immediately, but wasn't enough power. Gets cleaned up. Ball with the USA. Ream plays it all the way back to Fries, who's just going to leave it for Richards. That's a great ball through the middle from Richards. into McKennie, I think it was, who does lose possession. It actually wasn't. It was 17 Tillman. Paraguay trying to play a little bit more here. Being a little bit successful as well. 19 beats of 2 men. And Cisco that was. Into the midfield. Going to look to get it out to the right now. They got an overload on the right. Got to look to get the ball in the box, which they do. Ream misses it, but it's cleared up. Oh, not quite. Adams tried to clear it up. Not quite, but they do eventually come away with possession. Adams now looks to play the ball onto Balogun, who's just been wrestled, manhandled by number 15 Gomez for Paraguay. It's going to be a free kick to the USA. And he's fuming, Gomez. G. Gomez. He's absolutely fuming there with that. I mean, you're all over it. It's a kind of 6-1, half a dozen the other, actually, to be fair. Balogun had hold of him. Maybe a bit lucky to get that free kick, but where have I been, Mean Gene? Where have I been? I don't know where I've been. I disappeared. Paraguay on the attack here. Ball given away. Into the opposition box. Gets a deflection. Way over the crossbar. Yeah, I got a bit... If I'm being honest, I got a bit bored of doing my content, mainly because the whole point of my content was I was learning about stuff with basketball and American football, and then I kind of feel like I learned it. Not obviously to the extent you guys do, but it kind of killed the whole concept of the channel. So I guess that's kind of where I went. I disappeared because I kind of ran out of things to react to. I didn't really want to do the whole reacting to general American stuff the whole time either. It's not the most exciting content. So we are back now. This is my main domain, football, so I'm enjoying reacting to this. Paraguay causing a bit of chaos, getting a lot more touches in the USA box than they had in the first half, probably already in the first 4 minutes of this game. I'm not sure it's down to Paraguay's play or America coming out a little bit lackadaisical here in the second half. Paraguay on the attack down the right wing now. Ream putting the pressure on. Does get beaten. Maybe give away a free kick. I think that should have been a free kick. They do give it. I mean, I guess that's where America could get exposed. Ream has played well so far. He takes a yellow card. But if he's 38 years old, he's a pretty big guy. I can't imagine he's the quickest on his feet, the quickest to turn. I guess that could be an exposure point. Wouldn't really expect him to see out where he was there. He was kind of covering in at left back, or right back, sorry, against Almiron. Or is Almiron swapped wings now? Where does Almiron even play these days? He used to be at Newcastle. He used to be pretty good. He had that one season where he was crazy. Oh, he actually plays in America. Atlanta. But yeah, that was down the right, that attack. So I think Almiron's actually swapped wings this half. I think he was on... It says he was playing on the left in the first half. Ball whipped in towards the penalty spot. It's not an attacking header back, really. I think an offside's been given here. Oh. Froze for a little second there. You know what? I never even got my timer going again, did I? We need to fix that. The problem is now, I'm going to be in the... Oh, that's way too much. We're going to be in the 6th minute, I guess, of the second half. VAR check for mistaken identity. What on earth does that mean? I don't know. VAR check mistaken identity. I've never seen that in my life. Okay. So the time is up and running now. It's showing us 6 minutes. Obviously, we're in the second half, so it's actually the 51st minute for anyone trying to sync up with me. What is this VAR check for? I have no idea. My screen says VAR check mistaken identity. I don't know what that could mean. Looking at the tackle from Ream on Almiron. Are they looking at a dive? It definitely was a dive, by the way. Ream didn't actually touch him. This happened like 3 minutes ago, though, right? So it's going to be a... He's got his red card out. What is going on here? So he's taken away the yellow card for Ream. and then give it to Almiron for diving. That was a very confusing situation. I'm not sure why the referee took the red card out of his pocket there. So I didn't know they could actually do that. So they've overturned a yellow card. I'm just noting this down for my video later. So they've overturned a yellow card there and then give it to Almiron for simulation, basically for diving, flopping as you guys would call it, which I do like to see. Players should be punished for that. I'm not sure how they were able to overturn that yellow card. That's not something that happens in the Premier League. I need to have a look at that. That must be one of the rule changes that have come in. Because normally, once a yellow card's given, a yellow card sticks. You can overturn a red card, but not a yellow card. I thought they were able to overturn second yellow cards. So I'm not sure what's happened there. And it was a free kick. It wasn't a corner. I know they were able to check corners now, but... But yeah, that's definitely something we can have a chat about later. Okay, let's get back into this game. Paraguay goalkeeper just giving the ball away loosely. It goes to Tillman, but Tillman's not able to do much with it, unfortunately. Bit of a slower start to this half than the first half, I guess, to be expected. Maybe Pochettino will be looking to make a couple more subs in the next 5 minutes there. The 60th minute mark. It was just Pulisic come off so far, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, this game has slowed down a hell of a lot. Okay, ball thrown over the top, cleared up by Paraguay. Tillman gets it back though. Oh, Balogun's gone down in the penalty area. There did look like there was contact there for me. I'm not sure if it was enough for a penalty, but honestly, it doesn't take much. I think VAR will be having a look at that. Balogun could be looking at his hat-trick here, assuming he is the penalty taker. I mean, he definitely makes contact. He doesn't get the ball. It would be a bit of a soft penalty. I don't think they'll overturn that. I think they'll just play on. And they do. McKennie on the right. Gets it back to Dest, who does a little bit of a skill to try and beat his man. Not able to, but should win the throw in there, which he does. And Cisco, the Paraguay player, eager to get the game restarted. It's good to see Paraguay still fighting. They've not completely given up. Ball thrown over nicely to Dest, but he wasn't able to bring it under control. Comes to the edge of the box to, what's his name, Burt House or something. We'll have a look in the set. Ball back out to McKennie on the right now. Forced into the corner. Turns out of it. Ball to Dest. And given away by McKennie. Paraguay boot the ball unsuccessfully. Blocked by a USA player. Number 14, what's his name? Bert Holter, not Bert House. Bert Holter, and I've missed a foul in the process of checking the name there. Who's down? It's Adams. This is what I'm saying. Maybe it's time to get your better players off the pitch now, Maurizio. 3-0 up. Maybe protect some guys here. Adams has played well, and I think he'll actually be a key player for you guys in the middle. He's playing that role very well in like the defensive midfield role. Obviously had a great season with Bournemouth. I don't think you have anyone on your bench that I'm aware of, but maybe you do, who can also fulfill that role. Aronson's on the bench actually as well for Leeds, but he's not as good as what you have starting. Ball out to Robinson here. Beats his man. He's going to play that across over the top. Too much power on it. Comes out to McKennie though on the right-hand side, who plays it to Tillman. Tillman shoots, and it's blocked away. I would have expected Robinson to drive more towards the goal there instead of getting the crossing so early. Freeman's done an acrobatic clearance there. My man thinks he's playing FIFA. Paris Hilton's in the crowd. Not heard of her in a long time. Looks like she's got a custom America kit there with a sparkly name and number on the back. And the referee stopped the game for something. I'm not sure what's happened there. Free kick to Paraguay, though. That must have been for Freeman's acrobatic attempt at a clearance, I guess. Paraguay trying to play through this American press. They do so. Tried to play balls into the striker. Cleared up by Ream. And America come back the other way. Good play by Adams. Gets it out to Robinson. Back to Adams. To Ream. Looking to switch the play now. It's going to be Dest this time to have a run at the defender. And he does. Tries to get down the line. Slips a little bit. Manages to maintain the ball and win a corner, maybe. Does get a corner. A lot of pink boots in this World Cup. A lot of pink boots. Okay, it's going to be Robinson. Left foot on this corner. Let's see what he's got in the locker. Be looking for Ream. Be looking for Richards. Richards already won a couple of headers in this game. Goes low, though. Ream gets there, but not with any real sort of contact. Paraguay try and get it away. They get it out to the right. But immediately go backwards and then immediately kick it long. Foul against Tyler Adams, given a yellow card. That was a harsh little yellow card. I mean, honestly, Pochettino probably should start making some subs now. You've got Adams now on a yellow card. Ream's yellow card actually did get taken away. But he's giving these yellow cards out a little bit easier. I'd get some of my better players off at this point. Do you see Paraguay scoring 3 goals? No. And Cisco's nutmegged. I'm not sure who it was actually, but he's been fouled in the process. Free kick to Paraguay. Who was that? I don't know who that was. Freeman, maybe. Yeah, Freeman at right back. This Paraguay team's crap. Be very surprised if there's some substitutes soon from America. Richards on the ball, out to Ream. Especially if there's any young players on the bench you can give a run out to. Ball fed into McKenna, out to Dest. All the time in the world now to operate. Plays it down the line to McKenna. Balogun's going to make a run into the box. McKenna's going to look for him. Goes too far. Over to Freeman. Tillman, sorry. Keep getting confused with Tillman and Freeman. Balogun in the box in the penalty area. Goes down. Ooh. Ball falls to Tillman, who gets fouled in the penalty area. Not fouled, but gets hurt in the penalty area. Looks like it was a clean tackle, but Tillman is down in the penalty area there. Ooh. It's a bit nasty, actually. And could be a penalty that I'm not sure because the shot had already been taken, but it was definitely a foul on him in the penalty area. Paraguay go long and America deal with it easily. Ream on the ball. I mean, I've enjoyed doing this first live stream. It's a bit annoying that the game's been so one-sided, but what can you do, you know? What can you do? Dest plays the ball into the penalty spot. No one was there. There was a couple of people in there, but it kind of went in between both of them. Ball played out wide to Tillman. Tries to win the corner, but I think he's got a throw in instead. It's Paraguay the ones making the substitutes. Sanabria is coming off. And Arca or As, I don't know, coming on. Arce, Arce, Acle, maybe Acle, I don't know. Do they speak Spanish in Paraguay? I don't know much about Paraguay, honestly. Ball out to the right-hand side with Dest. Looks to feed it into Balogun, who gets another hit there from behind from the Paraguay players. Ball's played over the top nicely here for Dest. Plays it across the face of the goal, but Tillman wasn't able to get there. Adams tries to get it on the left, but it's not able to. I think Caraquez cleans it up. To be fair to that Caraquez, he's calmed down now. Or Caceres. Caceres, I'm going to say his name is. We'll stick with Caceres. But I would say Paraguay have been putting a few little naughty challenges there in the second half. Definitely some frustration creeping in. David Beckham's there, sat next to Tom Cruise. Always good to see Becks. But yeah, a few naughty challenges going in from Paraguay at this point of the game. So I'm really surprised there's not been more subs there from Pochettino. Oh my days. McKennie's done beautifully well there. Feeds it through to Balogun, who's going to drive into the area. He's not got much on. Plays it to the edge of the 18, but it's cleared away by the Paraguay defender. I would have been selfish there if I was Balogun, and I would have just drove and just fired that one in at the keeper. See if you can beat him at the near post. But he doesn't. He was unselfish. Fair play to him. Paraguay just messing around with it at the back, out to the right. Who's the other game today? I'm not going to watch it, but... I have a look at my phone. I've got the app. Who is it? Oh, there's not another game today. I thought there was another game today. There's 3 games tomorrow, right? It's 4 games tomorrow. Qatar, Switzerland, Haiti, Scotland, Brazil, Morocco, Australia, Turkey. I might watch that Brazil-Morocco game, you know. I might just do that. I might do it. Why not? If you see a stream has been scheduled, you know I'm watching it. Should be a good game. Probably one of the better group games that we will see in this competition. My dog wanted to be let out. Let him out. Here we go. McKennie on the right wing. Cuts it back in to Dest. Back out to McKennie. Dest again. I mean, there's no USA players even getting into the box here. This game is going to end up crawling to a finish, I feel like. But maybe this was part of the plan, like I said. Maybe they're thinking about future games. Let's not go gung-ho. Let's see if we can just control this game. Get through to the end. And they are successfully doing so far. Okay, ball out to Dest. Going to look to put it in this time to Balogun, but that ball had to go in the air. It was never going to get there on the ground. Cleared away by Paraguay. hydration break. So, who do USA have next? When's the next game? Let's have a look. Fixtures. The next game is against Australia. On the 19th of June. Okay. Which we should be able to do a stream for that one. And then they'll play Turkey on the 26th. Which we definitely can do a stream for. Oh, maybe it's on a Friday. Saturday, Sunday's better than a Friday, but we'll see what we can do. 26th. I mean, at that point, they'd probably already be qualified, right? It's kind of nice the way the games have lined up for America as well. You've got your easiest game first, your second easiest second, and then your hardest one coming in last. Should already be qualified at that point. Could be a decider to see who wins the group, though, that game. Could be. Could very well be. But you'll have had a chance to warm up. But I guess so would the Turkey. I guess it kind of plays out in a similar way to them. They'll have Australia, then Paraguay, then USA. Paraguay or Australia's only hope is to try and scam a draw against Turkey, I guess. Or a win if they can get it. And then try and beat each other, right? 4 points could probably see you through in a third place position. Right, game's underway again now. We are into the 69th minute, almost 70th minute of this game. Paraguay got a throw in the American half. If Paraguay were to overturn this now, it would be one of the the biggest comebacks in sports history. Almost as good as the Knicks there. But it's not going to happen, is it? There might have been some substitutes made then as well, but I didn't pay attention. I'm not sure there actually was. This throw-in still not coming yet. No, still no more substitutes for America. Throw-in comes in now. Big throw into the penalty area. Headed away. Headed back in by Paraguay. Hit! Oh, good block by Robinson, I think that was. Paraguay give away a free kick. Bit too heavy-handed there. Shoved into the back of the American defender. And America will go up the other way. Yeah. It's like Cáceres again. Cáceres. Same old culprit. He must have done about 10 fouls this game. Tillman's down now as well. I mean, I think he should be okay. It looked like just a bit of an elbow into the back. And here we go. We've got a couple of substitutes coming on here for the America. And it's a big roar as Weyer is shown on the screen. So I am now thinking that was a bit of an upset, him not starting. Weyer is going to be coming on. And I believe, who else did we see? Ricardo Pepe is going to be coming on. Weyer's been at Marseille this season. And Pepe has been at Eindhoven. So again, I know Weyer. I know he's quick. I know he's strong. I don't see these players play football on the regular though. That's where the World Cup's good. You watch football you wouldn't see very often. I mean, I watch Premier League, watch some Champions League, but United haven't been in the Champions League this year, so I've also not watched much Champions League. Manchester United, that is. So yeah, be good to see him in action. So it looks like Weyer's probably come on for Dest and Pepe's come on for Balogun. So no hat-trick in the opening game for Balogun. He'll be a little bit disappointed with that. He's currently sat on an 8.8 rating, though he'd probably get man of the match and 2 goals to his name, which is a good start to any tournament. Let's see what this Pepe has in the locker. Pepe? We going Pepe? You'll have to let me know if I'm pronouncing any of these names wrong, which I'm sure I am. Pochettino will be leaving this game happy though. A lot of pressure on him coming into this World Cup. Big reputation. Be some expectation from the fans. If they would have got anything but a win from this game, there would have been trouble in paradise. And there's a goal for Paraguay, number 11. Oh my God. I'm here talking about Maurizio's going to be very happy. And out of nowhere, Paraguay have scored a goal. And is it a mistake from Richards? I'm not going to lie. I kind of wasn't paying attention then. I thought this game was dead in the water. I thought it was dead in the water. Let's have a look. It's come from a long goal kick. Looks like he's onside. Gone up for the header. Won the first header. Ball drops. Richards doesn't deal with it. Ream doesn't deal with it. Free man on the left-hand side. Gets the ball, number 11, and just slots it into the bottom right corner. It's a great goal. That must be one of the substitutes, right? Number 11. And it is Maurizio who came on at half-time. So a little bit of stinger detail there from Paraguay. The story's not shut yet. Is there another chapter to be written? Still don't think so. You still got 2 more goals to get. But it definitely livens things up here a little bit at the end. What do America do now? Do they go and try and react and get a goal? Do they start panicking? Interesting. Very, very interesting. Here come America. Oh, hit straight at the goalkeeper by Tillman. That should have been a goal, honestly. I need to update the scoreline there. America should have scored them. Hopefully they won't come to regret not scoring there. But like I said, I don't think they will. I think they'll be fine. Okay, here comes Tillman on the left-hand side. Tries to play it through to Pepe, but overhit. It was always going to be a tough ball to play that. And Fries gets on top of it. Not Fries, sorry. The Paraguay keeper, I don't know his name. Gil. America's still applying a little bit of pressure here. Bit of a high press, I should say, sorry. Long ball played, well dealt with by Richards. Bert Halter plays it into Weah. Tillman's getting more of the ball in this half for sure. Robinson on the left. He's lost his playing partner, Robinson, in the form of Pulisic. It's been a little bit quieter this half, I'd say. Okay, all the way back to Fries at the moment. 76 minutes into this game now. About 14 minutes to go, plus added time, probably about 20 minutes left. I imagine we're going to be looking at a similar 5 minutes added on as we had in the first half. Have Paraguay got anything to offer? If Paraguay were to get one more, it's squeaky bum time. It is squeaky bum time for America, but I still can't see it happening. It's been a well-controlled performance, I'd say, from the USA. That goal does put a bit of a dampener on things for them. Be good to see how they deal with it, though. There's a lot of space on the right here for Weah. Can he drive into the penalty area? He's going to try and beat his man. He just fires it. Honestly, the crowd give him a... Oh, I'm not a fan of that decision there. Not a fan of that decision. You were never going to score from there. It was pretty close, to be fair to him. It was pretty close. A goalkeeper made a save. I don't think that was ever going in. Should have been a corner. Okay, Paraguay played the ball long, cleared up by Adams and the USA. But Paraguay back on the ball. Struggling to turn and face the goal and play forward passes Paraguay in this game. A lot of it is backwards. A lot of it is sideways. When they receive the ball, they're not really turning on the ball. They're just looking to go back sideways. There we go, number 4 for Paraguay. It's going to go back again, sideways again. And when they do go forward, it tends to be a long ball over the top. And Cisco on the ball. And they've lost it, and there's a chance here for America to counter-attack through Tillman. We've seen a lot of possession. He's going to be brought down. Probably should be a free kick in there. Yeah, referee gives it. Is that Kekeres again? Kekeres. No, it's Gomez. Gomez picks up a yellow card. He always looks angry, this Gomez. Let's give a lot of soft yellow cards at this referee. We'll see. Bit of a pause in the game here again. Looking at 10 minutes left to go in this game. It's going to be a USA free kick when we do get up and running again. Substitute for Paraguay, number 17 coming on, which is... Was it number 17? Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't number 17. Maybe 17 was coming off, not sure. Ball played in from America. Comes out to Ream on the edge of the box. Heads it back into as a penalty spot. Gonna fall for Pepe. He's not able to hit it. Turns back round on it. Paraguay. Try and get it away. Pepe's got on the ball again, though. Edge of the box. No. But America come again. Tillman. He's being forced into a corner. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to try and win a corner or a throw-in. But he doesn't. Goal kick. Which is fine for the USA at this point. It's fine. Big whoomp forward from the goal kick. Ream on the ball. Boots it back the other way. It's become a game of rugby at this point. Paraguay throwing. Trying to get under away quick, but it's going to be a substitute for America. America. It's going to be Tillman coming off. And Giovanni Reina coming on. Giovanni Reina of Borussia Mönchengladbach in the German league. Okay, Paraguay. Play out to the left. Do you need to get something going quickly here if they've got any chance in this game? But they play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. What are they doing? They had the ball in the opposition half, decided to go all the way back to the goalkeeper, and then just boots it long. But they do still... No, they don't. Yeah, they do. They have possession of the ball, but I think that was a handball. Play on, says the referee. And Cisco gets fouled. It's going to be a free kick. It definitely did look like a handball there. Pochettino's not happy with that one. What can they do here? Imagine if they score here. And Cisco's standing over it. It's going to throw it straight into the box. They win the header. Oh, doesn't drop nicely from no. And well away by Tyler Adams, who does an offside given. Offside given in the process. No drama, no drama. No, no drama. We don't want no drama. He was way offside. What is going on there, Paraguay? That's a shocker. That is a shocker. 83rd minute of this game. There's not long left for Paraguay to make the impact they need to make. Do they have anything left in the locker? So now I have to wait so long for England to play a bloody game. Happy about that Brazil-Morocco game tomorrow, though. Definitely going to check that out. I'd expect Paraguay to be a bit more brave at this stage of the game, you know what I mean? You've got 6 minutes of normal time left, maybe 5 have added. Let's just call it 10. And you're still just playing sideways, backwards, passes, going to the goalkeeper who's kicking it long. America on the attack here, number 7, Rayner, I think was the new guy who came on the ball. Not able to go with it. Go Paraguay. Now you got the ball. Attack. If you're going to do something, attack. Go. Run. They got it on the right. Go backwards again to the right back. And America just continued to press. Maurizio is urging his players forward to press here. All the way back to the Paraguay goalkeeper who almost falls over. Well, he does fall over as he kicks it. But here come Paraguay. Play the ball through. Ream's going to beat their striker for pace, which is not good for their striker. Ream's 38 years old and a lump of a man, but still beats the striker to the ball there in a foot race. Fair play to him. Freese on the ball, lumps it forward. 5 minutes to go. Can Paraguay get anything going here? I mean, I'm not particularly wanting Paraguay to win this game, but, you know, I'd like a bit of drama towards the end. If they could get another goal, make it a bit more interesting. We go, edge of the box, so cleared away by Adams. Adams has took another massive hit. You know what? Adams has taken quite a few big hits in this game. I have a feeling he would have been brought off sooner if Paraguay hadn't scored that goal, because I think it's quite important for America. It's not really a hit he's taken, but... Did Balogun get injured? Footmob's showing like an injury sign next to his name. I hope he didn't. Not sure that he did. But it's kind of showing a bit of an injury there. I guess we'll find out later. But yeah, Adams I would probably bring off at this point. I mean, you're trying to see out the victory, but also this game's done. Let's be honest. Paraguay got a goal kind of out of nowhere. This game's done. So far, he's made 4 subs. I guess he's only got 1 left to make. So maybe not. But America have done well. When Paraguay did score that goal, they managed to maintain the composure. They've not panicked. They didn't just sit back. They still kind of attacked, kept control of most of the possession of the ball. Oh, thought that was a free kick there, but the referee's not giving. This referee's been a bit crap, I reckon. You know, he's given a few soft free kicks. He's been a bit crap in general. Gives a yellow card to the Paraguay player there. I mean, these Paraguay players are frustrated at this point. They're just trying anything they can to win the ball, which I don't blame them for. Ooh, almost a goal for America there. Pepe was the one looking to receive the ball, but I think it was actually a clearance from the defender. I think it was, yeah. I think it was a slide tackle from the defender. Got a deflection. Number 16 for Paraguay. Good tackle in the end. So we're in the 88th minute now. Almost at a close. One ball over the top. Reams should deal with this, no problem. Does do. Gets it out to the right back. Weyer on the ball now. Weyer's not made that much of an impact since coming on. Puts in a big tackle there. But gives away a throw-in the process. I think it was a throw-in, maybe a free kick. I think a throw-in now. 89th minute, Paraguay just throwing the ball forward at this point, kind of like they have been doing the whole game, to be honest. Not even at this point, the whole bloody match. Manager shouting instructions at them, but I just don't think they have the quality on the pitch to have troubled America in this game. I think if they were ever going to get something from this game, it was going to have to be because America played poorly. They've not been able to frustrate him at all. Oh, ball played over the top. I'm not sure if he's going to be offside here, but Pepe is going through. Keeper comes out to deal with it. Ball falls. My man tries to do it. David Beckham from close to the halfway line, but wasn't able to do it. Number 14, that's one of the new players who came on, Bert Halter. I need to become familiar with these substitutes as well. I think we've pretty much got the starting 11 down for America now. I know who's who. But yeah, the subs are throwing me off a bit. Robinson here tries to play the ball over the top to Pepe again. Pepe's going to give chase. It's going to be cleared away by the Paraguay defender, but not very far. America come back on the attack. And it's going to be a free kick around 30 yards out. Something's just happened there, I feel like, off the ball. Did he just stand on his hand or something? The American player on the floor is very unhappy with that. Number 7, it's going to be Rayner. Oh, no. I think it was much ado about nothing. Seems like he might have hurt his hand. But I think he'll be all right. 7 minutes added on. 7 minutes. Where have they pulled that number from? I mean, there's been full goals in this game, which is good. Not been that much drama. No like massive VAR checks or anything. Just a nice calm victory America were hoping for in the first game. Free kick comes in now. Robinson plays it in. Good ball in. Nobody there to meet it. Paraguay going to try and get it away. Ream clears it up. Plays it back out to Robinson. Plays it across. Back to Robinson. Should go across again. Does do, but it's good defending by Paraguay. Still not able to get it away, though. Now they do get it away. Throw it up to Francisco. He's just getting manhandled there at the back. Let's be honest. They're getting bullied. These Paraguay. Paraguayan? Would you say Paraguayan attackers are getting bullied out here? Robinson loops one in. Pepe's not able to meet it. Neither's Berhalter. Neither's Weyer. Paraguay get it away again. You'd think it was America chasing goals here to try and win the game. They're the ones with all the attacking intention at this point. Paraguay play one down the left-hand side. Does find Francisco. He's not really got much assistance there. Probably does get fouled, but referee doesn't give anything. Paraguay still on the ball. Now they're not. Free kick to USA and another yellow card for Paraguay. Those yellow cards are totted up for him now. 5 minutes to go. Grabbing at the shirt. Multiple grabs of the shirt. Adams goes down. Wins a free kick. Seeing the chance here again for Robinson. Actually looked like he kicked the Paraguay defender in the head at some point here. Ooh. I think he did. Oh. I mean, is VAR going to look at that? You could be looking at a red card there. I don't know if VAR did check that. I don't have commentary on, so I don't really know what's going on with the VAR checks and stuff. We're just playing it by what we see on the replay. But he definitely didn't make contact with the face there. It wasn't intentional. He definitely was going for the ball. But you do see referees make crazy decisions with that sort of stuff sometimes. I remember Nani in the Champions League against Real Madrid got sent off for something pretty similar. His foot was probably a bit higher though. Pulisic is probably a little bit frustrated. I imagine to only get 45 minutes in this game, but for good reason. You can see why Pochettino did it. Should have about 4 minutes left of added time here. America just maintaining control of the game, playing it around. They don't seem too stressed right now, still trying to get another goal. It seems like Robinson on the left is going to play it into the middle. Another foul from Paraguay. Number 14, Berhalter, the man to be fouled. And America are in no rush to take these free kicks. Berhalter sounds very German. Sebastian Berhalter. Plays his football for Vancouver. Okay, final 3 minutes. America decide not to put the free kick straight into the box, kind of play around with it a bit. They're going to get it out to Weah, I think. Into Ream. Ream's going to go long, switch it to Weah. He's got space out there. Comes back inside to Adams. Back out to Freeman. Richards. You might as well just end it, ref. Last 2 minutes. Paraguay can't even touch the buddy ball. Ream's going to go long again. Try and find Pepe with the long ball, but defender should be able to deal with this. Doesn't deal with it very well. Pepe's giving chase. Pepe's causing chaos up there. Wins the ball back. Into Adams. Into Weah. Freeman. Back again to Richards. Yeah, America playing it smart right now. Doing what they need to do to get this game done. In the books. 3 points on the board. 2 goal difference. Ball played out to Weston McKenna. Played across. Defended pretty well. It's going to be a corner. The crowd giving a bit of a standing ovation here to the USA men's team. Well deserved. They put in a good performance. Honestly, very solid. Robinson throws it in. Gets the back. Takes a man on. Plays it across. Defended well. Adams, edge of the box. Lays it off to Weah. It's going to look to shoot. But it's blocked again. Straight back to America. It's going to be Freeman. Back into Richards. Freeman loves just playing it back to Richards every time, doesn't he? Don't blame him, though. They've been solid there at the back. Man in the Match Award still looks like it's going to go to Balogun in this game with his 2 goals and 8.8 rated on FootMob. I thought Pulisic was fantastic in the first half as well before he got brought off. I thought he had a really, really good game. Very dangerous. The game actually got a bit less exciting when he came off the pitch, which says a lot about him and his performance. Final seconds of the game now. Ref could blow at any time. Weah running down the right. Let's blow the whistle, ref. Blow your whistle. Do, 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 do. Oh, another chance for America. They do shoot. They score. Number 7. That was one of the substitutes. Giovanni Reina scores in the final minutes of the game to make it 4-1 and put the cherry on top of the cake. It was a nice little finish. It looked like he did a bit of a Trivela there with the outside of his foot. He was the guy from Mönchengladbach in Germany. Plays football in Germany. So they got a lot of players in some decent leagues there in America, even coming off the bench. Some nice play. I mean, it was a Trivela. It was a good finish. Keeper's view's probably a little bit blocked. The ball wasn't right in the corner. I think you'd expect a better keeper to maybe save that. Also, the defense just don't even put pressure on him. But overall, technique's beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. And that is how you want to see your first World Cup game out. Pochettino's buzzing with that one. So's Pulisic. And I think we might have just heard the full-time whistle. We have. So there we go, guys. 4-1 is how it finishes. America will go straight to the top of the group. But more than that, they'll be walking away from that game with a hell of a lot of confidence and smiles on their faces. Hope you guys did enjoy the stream. Thanks for checking it out. We'll probably do a stream tomorrow for the Brazil-Morocco game, so make sure you're around for that. And I'll catch you for the next one. Take it easy. Peace.